What's up, YouTube? It's Carolina Calvin coming back to another video. In this video, I want to talk about the NBA. And it's been a while since I talked about the NBA. My last video was kind of prediction of the finals. I didn't win the prediction because I predicted Golden State in 6. They won in 5. But I can talk about it real quick. The Cavs' biggest problem was transition defense. Defense overall. That's what got them. That's why they couldn't hold on to leads outside of Game 4. And there's a big reason why a guy like KD was able to put up the amount of points. He's just a great talent. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of KD just for going into a 73-win team, but they don't win this championship without him. So definitely give him credit there. Curry played better. Clay played better. A lot of defense from either team. I think we had times where they made stops, and it's really all they needed just because of the amount of points that was being put up in each game. But as a whole, it kind of went the way I predicted. It was actually worse, just because of course, I predicted 6 games. But this kind of coincides with what I really wanted to talk about. Mainly these two teams heading into next season. Golden State's probably going to get better. Get rid of a guy like Pachulia. You're going to have your second year with Kevin Durant. He's already talking about working with his contract so he can get a guy like Curry paid and keep some of their role players like Iguodala, like Sean Livingston, and keep some of these role players. And like I said, get rid of Pachulia and replace him with a better big. Cleveland, I don't see them getting rid of Tristan Thompson, Kevin Love, which I think they should, but they have no trade value. Guys are making too much, especially the Tristan Thompson. He's making too much. No team's going to want to pick up that, especially with the way he played in the finals. And I just think Golden State is just a bad matchup. And I said that coming into this series, him and Kevin Love were bad matchups for Golden State. But in the Eastern Conference, they destroy those teams in the Eastern Conference just with their ability to grab rebounds, offensive rebounds. They're able to play, they match up better against these Eastern Conference teams more so than like Golden State. And that's the team essentially they're gonna have to try to beat. Looking into the future, they're gonna have to try to beat that team. So let's see what changes Cleveland can make. But even looking at the East, they're gonna completely dominate the East. And I know Adam Silver, as Golden State was just blowing out teams in that Western Conference playoffs. People brought up all these blowouts, and these games weren't fun to watch. But when you promote super teams, when you get these players who want to join teams that you should want to beat, this is what you're going to get. When a super team's facing a non-super team, more times than not, you're going to get a blowout. Especially in the NBA, where individual talent is highlighted more than your NFL or whatever. Individual talent is highlighted more. So you're going to get these blowouts, and this is what the league wanted. They wanted a bunch of offense. They wanted, a bunch of superstars on one team. This is what they got. Now viewership is down. Now there are some contributing factors to the viewership. Live, people don't watch it as much live. People mostly watch the internet streams. Some people that don't watch the game, frauds. You have those people, and we call those frauds out all the time who don't watch the games, who watch box scores, whatever. They didn't contribute to the damn ratings anyway because they didn't watch the games. They just watch highlights, they watch box scores. But then you have, of course, League Pass, which people watch them in archives, which is pretty good because you don't have to watch ads. It's more of a condensed. It's not as good as the NFL, but it's still pretty good for people who don't have as much time to sit down and watch a game and watch the commercials. They can watch the games afterwards. So there's really nothing they can do because these teams are going to dominate next year. They're going to dominate respective conferences. We're probably going to see them again coming into this season. The 2016-2017 season, we said, it's probably going to go to State Cleveland again. And what do you guess? It was Golden State Cleveland coming into the finals. Between the two of them, they lost one game, and that was a game Cleveland played like shit. So, obviously, if you're a fan of those two teams, cool. Whatever. You're happy. Outside of Cleveland in the finals, if Cleveland fan in the finals, you were fucking pissed. But looking at this playoffs, I'm gonna still watch the games just because I like basketball. But you can't tell me fans don't want to see blowouts. No one want to see blowouts. People want to see close games. People want to see big time plays being made to got clutch games. People want to see that. They want to see close games. They want to see them super competitive. That's what brings the viewers in. And I understand the finals had a bunch of viewers since '98, but compared to the '90s, it's still really low. But I don't know what they can do. It's probably gonna be the same shit next year. Whatever. But if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.